Welcome back to Las Vegas for the D3Hoops.com Classic, a classic conversation. This is Gordon Mann, joined by Emily Sheehan of the Lady Royals of Scranton. Emily, first off, congratulations on the hard-fought victory there against St. Vincent College. That was closer than I thought it would be when you guys were up double digits in the second half.
Yeah, it was a good game. We knew we were going to have a good game, so it's a good win for us.
You guys have played a real tough schedule, particularly over the last few weeks. You've had so many games since like December 10th. Are you guys tired?
Yeah, we're feeling a little beat up. We had a lot of tough games right in a row, and then right when we come back from break, we start our conference play right away. So there's really no slowing down for us. We kind of keep going, but we're ready. We're pushing through, so we're excited.
So you had the game against George Fox that, downside you lost your first game. Upside, you held them to 30 points after the first quarter. Defensive struggle. Talk a little bit about playing on this floor. Is it more challenging to shoot here? Because, I mean, George Fox and Scranton are two excellent shooting teams, and we got 54-44 as the final. Yeah,
it's definitely a lot wider and more open, so it's a little harder, and it's harder to focus really on the basket. But they're a great team, and we, like you said, our shots weren't going in, so it's a good game for us to learn from. So we're excited to take that game and just learn from it and move on.
Well, you seem to figure it out. You hit your first 5 shots, including your first 4 threes today. What was the secret?
I don't know. I just came in confident. I knew the shots on Saturday weren't going in, so kind of have to forget about it and start new. So
give us an assessment of where your team is right now. You're 11-1.
11-1, yeah.
How are you guys feeling in terms of as a unit? With the 5 starters on the floor. A lot of people back from last year, and then the other Emily stepping into the starting lineup. How are you guys feeling as far as cohesiveness?
We're feeling good. We have a lot of depth on our team, so we're trying to get used to playing well together. The 4 seniors, we've been playing together for 4 years, so it's a lot easier for us to play together. So we're trying to reel everyone else in, get all the younger players used to the Scranton tradition and how we want to play, and get used to our new coach and all that stuff. So
Nick DiPillo, the head coach, Trevor Woodruff goes to Bucknell. Takes the job there, and this has been kind of a recurring theme for us at this. George Fox, I'm looking up at the banners here. George Fox, Milwaukee School of Engineering, Claremont Mudscripts, and you all changed coaches in the offseason. We talked with some of the other programs. What was that like for you as a player in the offseason?
It was difficult because I wasn't really sure what we were going to get yet, and then I didn't know what the style of play was going to be, if it was going to be a lot different or kind of the same stuff. But Coach has been really good about being open about us adapting to it all, and being really patient about us getting used to everything. And we're all doing a really good job of soaking it in. And like I said, we're trying to just reel everyone in, try to keep our Scranton tradition going, trying to play the same way, but still implementing what Coach wants us to do.
You mentioned the phrase Scranton tradition, and it's a real thing. There are probably 450 programs in Division III. There are probably only 5 or 6 that really have a really strong, deep, long tradition. In Scranton, Hope, a couple other schools, and that's about it. Coach DiPillo doesn't have a D3 background. Coached at Seton Hall, which is Division I. A Jersey guy, so it's not that Scranton's real far away from him. But how do you share and pass along the Scranton tradition to a new coach?
I think he knew what he was coming into, but we definitely have it instilled in us a lot that I kind of think it just rubbed off right on him as soon as he came here. He knew what we wanted. We told him our goals. He told us his goals, and we kind of just came together to make it happen.
Different schools handle this differently. I know some schools, the players actually interviewed the coaches. Did you get a chance to do that ahead of time?
Yeah, we actually did. He was the first person we interviewed, actually.
Okay.
So there was, I think, 6 of us on the panel.
Okay.
3 seniors, and then 2, I think, other local girls.
Yeah.
So we were actually able to interview him, and he told us a lot about himself. He actually knew a lot about us before we even got to know him. But he was definitely one of the better candidates, I guess. Yeah. So he was good. I was really happy with the decision once it was made.
We've talked with one of the Claremont players because she participated in the same interview process. He said it feels like a little bit of a role reversal, right? Generally, the coach recruits the players.
Yeah.
What do you ask in a coach recruiting interview?
We asked him what his goals are. We asked him how you play, what you expect your team to be like, and we kind of just asked, like, how much are you going to change? Because we know, like I keep saying, the Scranton tradition, we like to keep things like very strict and in order, and we have the same kind of thing going year by year, that we didn't want someone to come in and just change that all on us. Right. And he was very good about adapting to that and being very open about keeping the things that we wanted to keep the same while still kind of changing a little bit of like the game aspect of it.
What does he want to add to the system that's different? What of the 2020 season will look different from the prior Scranton years?
I think the scoring. He's really big about getting the ball up, scoring a lot, shooting more. Our defense will always be like our big thing, but he definitely wants, on top of that, he wants to keep us really shooting, pushing the ball, getting as many points as we can.
You guys have dominated the Landmark Conference for the last couple of years. You'll get right back into conference play.
Yep.
Moravian's always good. Catholic's good. E-Town's decent.
Yeah.
Give me an assessment of your conference. Give us the conference breakdown before it restarts. What does that scouting report look like?
Every team's really, really good this year, and we have a lot of our year. Like we have a lot of kids in our class that are the seniors this year. So it's a lot of like. We know next year everyone's going to go on. Yeah, so it's like this is the year where it's very senior dominant and it's very like leadership oriented. So it's going to be really good for us. We actually have E-Town, Moravian, Catholic all in a row right when we come back. Wow. So we play Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. So right from the start, we're going to be challenged. So.
Well, we better let you go get some rest then. We'll finish with this one. You've been in Vegas for at least 3 days, maybe more than that. Yep. We understand that basketball comes first and foremost, and you kind of had a bookend. You had a game, and then a day off, and then a game, and then you're going to fly back right away. What did you do here besides basketball?
We actually were able to go down to the Strip and walk around, and a lot of us have never been to Las Vegas before, so it was just cool to walk around and see everything. And then last night we had team dinner, and a lot of our parents actually came with us, so we were all really together just to enjoy the experience.
Well, Scranton heads home 1-1 and right back into the conference fire with Emily Sheehan at the D3Hoops.com Classic. This is Gordon Mann.